Hey everyone, it's me, Colleen Ballinger, and today I am so excited to talk to you about my 2-year-old son. Holy smokes, I cannot believe he's 2 already. For the first year of Flynn's life, I loved giving you guys monthly updates on how he was doing with his development and with the things he was interested in. I love doing it because you guys like to see it, but also because it's a nice little keepsake for me to go back and remember what he was like when he was just a cute little nugget. I go back and watch these videos all the time, so I had to do one for his 2nd birthday. Flynn turned 2 on December 10, and I seriously cannot believe he's already 2 years old. It is blowing my mind. Before we get started with this video, I just want to remind you guys that I am having a New Year's Eve concert. I'm so excited about it. I did a concert around my birthday, and it was really fun, and you guys really liked it, and you asked me to do it again. So that's what we're doing. Obviously, we can't party this year because of COVID and everything, so I want to encourage you all to enjoy the new year with me alone at your home, not partying in big groups. So I'm gonna have a really fun concert. It is a Miranda concert and a me concert all fumbled into one. Flynn's gonna be there. Obviously, where else would he be? It's in my house. And I think it's gonna be a really good show. So I really hope you guys tune in, come hear me sing and dance and do magic and do some comedy and do weird, fun stuff live from my house. It'll be so much fun. So make sure to tune in and ring in the new year with me. Anyway, back to Flynn. Where do I begin? Flynn, oh my goodness. He is the best person I have ever known in my life. I'm absolutely obsessed with him. He is so funny. He's so sweet. He's just the friggin' best. People always say when you have a newborn, oh, it gets better, it gets easier. It doesn't get easier, that's for sure. It's not easier now. It's just very, very different. Because when they're a baby, you're, taking care of them and there's not much interaction. It's, mostly just you making sure this baby is okay and surviving. And you get cute little giggles and one word at a time and cute little interactions, but it's so fun having a toddler who is interacting with me and talking to me and having conversations with me every single day. So the first thing I think about when I think about my son is trucks. He has been obsessed with cars, or dardars as he calls them, since he was around 1 year old. He just has been obsessed with anything with wheels. More recently, it's been construction trucks. He knows the name of every single construction truck. He will correct me if I say it wrong.
Bulldozer?
You have a bulldozer?
Oh,
There it is. What's that?
Manita.
Manita, or cement truck. What's this one?
Crane truck.
A crane truck. What's this one?
Dump truck.
Dump truck.
Excavator.
That's an excavator, yeah. And what's this one?
Pickle.
A backhoe, that's right. He wants to play with them 24/7. His shirt must have a construction truck on it at all times, and he always has to have some sort of construction truck in his hand. More recently, it has transferred into garbage trucks. He really loves trash trucks. He is obsessed with trucks. I've never known a human obsessed with anything the way my son is obsessed with trucks. Flynn talks a lot. Flynn talks basically 24/7, all the time, nonstop. Most of the time I do know what he's saying because I'm his mom and I'm with him 24/7, so I understand him. I don't think the rest of the world would know what he was saying.
Baby. Paint the rock.
You want to paint a rock?
Oh, I like
Yeah, excavator goes there.
Yeah,
that's a bulldozer for sure. Just this week, he stopped saying dar for car. That has been his word for car since he could start talking, and just this week he started saying car.
Oh, car.
A car. He doesn't say dar. Which was very sad. I was sad that his cute little baby word was gone, but I'm really proud of him for developing into a little person and learning what actual words for things are. Flynn never, ever stops talking when he's in this house. He wants to have conversations with you at all times, and he needs you to be there with him at all times. In fact, sometimes he'll grab your hand and make you lay down on the floor. If he's laying down on the floor, he's like, no, you have to be on my level, girl. Like, let's get down and let's have a conversation. He wants to be face to face, direct eye contact, inches from your face, having a very intense conversation with you, usually about trucks. But what's funny is that because of this pandemic, we obviously don't go see other people ever. We're very safe and we're very, very quarantined. We get everything delivered. We don't go anywhere. We barely even see family. And the family that we do see, we make sure we've all been quarantined for at least 2 weeks before we see each other, which means Flynn does not really get to interact with kids. He does have a lot of cousins he likes to interact with, but there are times where we don't see kids for quite a while. And I think because because of that, he's really shy around other people because we do go for family walks and we'll walk to local parks. And if there are other children there, they might come up to him to say hi, and he runs away and hides behind me. He is very interested in them though. It's just the initial interaction really makes him be like,
whoa, hold on a second. I do not know you. Why are you coming near me?
but after a little bit, he'll warm up and then he'll want to be around them and play near them.
However,
He will not talk. When there are new people around, he does not talk at all. He's extremely shy. And that is how Eric is Eric's really, really shy. I'm the more outgoing, crazy person. And so I think he got that from his dad, or it could be the pandemic, but he's kind of always been like that. Even when he was a tiny baby and there wasn't a pandemic, he would get really shy when he met new people. So I think it just might be who he is, which I love. Flynn loves to color, and because he loves to color, we have found out that he is right-handed. Now I'm right-handed. My husband is actually ambidextrous. I don't know the exact definition of ambidextrous. He will write with his left hand, but he kicks in soccer with his right leg, but he does something else with his left leg. I don't know. Everything is different. I don't know what it is. I don't have it all memorized. Well, when Flynn started coloring, I just assumed he was just right-handed like me, but he got a little T-ball thing. Sorry, I don't know sports. And he bats with his left side, always. We cannot get him to bat with the right side. So now I'm starting to think that he might be just like his dad. Probably way too soon to tell, but that's what it's looking like to me right now, which is kind of cool. He loves dirt, and he wants me to get down in that dirt with him with excavators and dig up the dirt and rocks. He loves it. If you let him, he'd play in dirt all day long with his trucks. So that's basically his favorite outdoor activity, is playing in dirt with his trucks. When it comes to eating, my 2-year-old is definitely turning into a 2-year-old. I've always heard that the feeding battle is really difficult once you get to that toddler stage. And so we've tried really hard when he was a baby to make sure he had all different types of foods and tastes in his palate, trying to avoid that, but we didn't avoid it. As of right now, Flynn is a very picky eater, and we're trying to combat that and let him explore new foods and try new things. But man, he just really wants a PB&J, girl, and he wants his blueberries, he wants his strawberries, and he wants Cheerios, and that's pretty much all he wants all the time. He will eat chicken nuggets or fish sticks, the classic picky eater foods. It's really hard to get him to eat, really hard. And I think it's just because he's so busy. He wants to go play. He doesn't want to sit down and eat food. He wants to go play. He wants to hang out. He wants to go do something fun. And I'm that way, so I can't really get upset about it because I do the exact same thing. There have been plenty of nights where we have an hour-long, discussion at the dinner table about why it's important to eat food. That's an ongoing battle, and I'll update you more on that maybe eventually. I think the eating habits are all part of the terrible twos, which is something else I wanted to talk about today. Flynn is starting the process of testing boundaries and seeing what he can get away with. Not in a naughty way. He's actually a really, really good kid, and I feel super lucky, but he does test us sometimes just to see what will happen if he says no when we ask him to do something. You want to take that home?
No.
Oh. And I think that's totally normal, and as humans, we all go through that. So we're definitely starting the phase of the terrible twos, as people call it, where he's starting to just, test the boundaries and see what's allowed and what isn't. Even though Flynn does have his fair share of fits every once in a while, we have found that communication helps to eliminate these fits or make them not last as long. If we just tell Flynn what to do, he doesn't do well with that. He wants to understand why. And if we explain it to him, he does better. So an example would be if he's playing with something and it's time for bed or time for a nap, if I just take the toy away and go, okay, it's time for a nap, he will
fall apart.
And to be honest, I would fall apart too if I was working on something on my computer and someone just took it away from me without explaining why and was like, come on, we're leaving. That would piss me off too. So I totally understand. But if he's playing with a toy he really likes and I say, okay, you get 2 more minutes playing with this toy, and then we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna take a bath and read a book, and then we're gonna go to sleep. He will totally do it with no problem. So he's really good if you just communicate what's going on with him. And if he's in the middle of having a fit, this works really well also. And I have to say that this has been a really big learning experience for me, and I'm so grateful for it. I've learned so much patience being a mom. Trust me, I obviously lose my patience a lot. I am human, but I do feel like I've become a more patient person since having a child. There are times where he is really upset and frustrated with something that's happening, and I'm really grateful for all of the therapy I've had in my past because I've learned that, one thing that humans just want is to be understood and have their feelings heard and validated. So even though though to me it might seem stupid that he's falling apart, that the Play-Doh isn't fitting right inside his truck, to him, that's the most devastating thing in the world that could happen to him in that moment. So of course he's gonna be upset. So instead of telling him, don't cry about that, stop, it's not a big deal, calm down, I like to sit down with him and try to get him to talk about it. Usually it's just babbles and whines. And then I say, oh my goodness, that sounds so difficult. I'm so sorry you're going through that. Let me try to fix it. Or it looks like it's not gonna fit, so we have to figure out another solution, and just talk through it with him. Now, I know this won't work for all kids. Every kid is different. Every parent is different. For us, that's worked really well with Flynn. He likes being involved in the conversation and understanding what's really going on. Sometimes it's hard to remember to do that as parents with a busy life, but we do try to do that as often as we can, and it does work well for us. Potty training. For some reason, this is like the number one question I get online from you guys about my son is he potty trained? Which it's so weird that people are so curious about like his pee, but I'm gonna talk about it now, which I haven't talked about it yet online, but here we go. Flynn is not yet potty trained, but we're definitely in the beginning stages of it, and that is not because that's what I wanna do, it's because it's what Flynn wants to do. We're the type of parents where we really go off of Flynn's cues, and that's what works for us. We kind of have always done it that way. We like to listen to him and hear what he needs and what he wants, and let him grow at the pace he needs to grow, and that's what works best for us. That doesn't work best for everybody, so whatever works for you, please do that. I'm not telling you how to do your parenting journey. That's just what works for us. We do have little baby potties in the house, and he loves them. He has peed in the potty many, many times. He loves peeing in the potty, but we're certainly not at a point where we're ready to like put on training underwear and start the whole like, okay, now every time you go to the bathroom, we're going to the bathroom. It's just kind of like, he'll tell us if he needs to poo or pee, and if he wants to go do that in the toilet, we're like, all right, and we're very supportive. But sometimes he tells us he's gonna poo or pee in his diaper, and we're like, all right, go for it, bro. So we're definitely starting the beginning stages of it, but so far he's doing really, really well. He loves to pee in the potty. He just wants to do it over and over again. He thinks it's really fun. We're just supporting Flynn in his potty training journey, and I think it's gonna be a slow journey, and that is fine with us. We recently did have a necessary doctor's visit because we hadn't been all year, obviously, because of the year that it is, and we needed to get a checkup and get some shots and all those types of things, and he is a very big boy. Flynn is in basically the 90th percentile or more with everything. His weight, his height, his head circumference is like 99.2 percentile, and for those of you who don't know what that means, basically 50% is like average. So if you're in like the 1 percentile or 10th percentile, you're a smaller baby, and if you're up in the 70s, 80s, 90s, you're a pretty big kid. And my kid has always been in the 80s and 90s, and he still is. A lot of times people see my son and go,
Oh my God, how old is he?
and I say he's 1, and they are shocked because they think he's 3 or 4. I got a big kid, and the proof is in the pudding. It's a mess down there because of the birth, because he was a big kid and I'm a small girl. Doesn't look the same, I'll tell you that much. As far as learning goes, Flynn knows all his colors. He loves talking about colors. What color is this?
Lola.
What color is your excavator?
Orange.
What color is the Play-Doh?
Ooh.
Whoa. He's trying his hardest to count. For some reason, he will not say the number 1. He will say 2, 3, 4, but he will not say 1. Can you say 1?
2.
Okay. He has never said 1, and I don't know that he ever will. We're working on the alphabet song. He sings A, B, C, D sometimes. Sometimes he goes a little further, but he doesn't know what they are or what they mean. He just really likes the ABC song. Obviously, I'm his mom, so I think he's the smartest person in the world, and I think he's the sweetest person in the world. I just am absolutely obsessed. He's so much fun. He has so much energy, and he's very exhausting, but in the best way. I am absolutely obsessed with him. When he goes down for a nap, Eric and I can't wait till he wakes up so we can play with him again. He's the best. One thing he's super, super obsessed with right now is jumping. She just wants to jump all the time on everything, everywhere. So that is why for his birthday, I got him a bounce house. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to check out my vlog channel, because on his birthday, we will have a bounce house in our backyard that I bought for him with rocket ships on it. We have nightly couch jumping sessions. He doesn't jump on the furniture unless we say it's okay. So we'll take all the cushions off the couch, put them on the floor, and jump onto the cushions together. And we do that for about an hour every night. It's a good way to get his energy out. It's a little bit of exercise. During quarantine, we don't have many options. So that's something that we have come to during the year of 2020, is throwing all of the cushions on the ground and jumping on them every single night for an hour. So I'm hoping that the jumper will eliminate that part of our evening routine. But who knows? He might still want to do it, and that's fine. Flynn is just the best thing that's ever happened to me. I seriously cannot believe he's 2 years old. That blows my mind. He is so fun. He's so happy. He's so loving and cuddly. He loves to cuddle and give snuggles and kisses, and I feel so grateful for that. I love that he just always wants to show affection and love, because this year I've really needed it, and it has literally saved me so many days where I'm feeling down or anxious or sad. He'll just come up to me and give me a big kiss or a big hug, say he loves me, or grab my finger and ask me to go play with him, and it just makes my whole day better. So he really has made life worth living this year. He's everything to me, and I'm so grateful for him, and I can't wait to eventually give him a sibling. I don't know how that's gonna happen or when that's gonna happen, but I definitely want to do that, and so we'll see what the future holds. But for now, I'm so grateful for Flynn and his beautiful, kind, loving, happy, passionate, intense, wonderful personality. He is just, he's amazing. I'm sure I'm forgetting a million other things I wanted to talk to you guys about today, but oh well, I could talk forever about my kid. I think he's the best. But I love you guys. I hope you like this video. I hope you're having a safe and happy holiday season, and I will see you very, very soon. I love you. And don't forget to get tickets to my concert, my New Year's Eve concert. Yay!